Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and time for supper. Tonight I'm going to make something I've never made before. I've never tasted before. I just thought I'd try it because everybody keeps telling me how good Alfredo is. I was going to make my own, but I forgot to take it off my list, so we're going to use jarred Alfredo sauce tonight. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to melt a little bit of butter in my pan. I have my rigatoni over there cooking. Boy, that stuff takes forever to cook. So I thought I might as well get everything else started. Now, I saved that bag of chicken from all that chicken today. So I want to chop that up. This is kind of why I didn't want to, to shred it up, because not everything's going to be shredded chicken. So this way I can still have beautiful chunks of chicken and it'll be great. And I've already decided Thursday I'm changing my menu plan, and I'll be doing something else Thursday with another package of the chicken. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to need another package of chicken because I've never made it, but I almost think that'll be enough chicken. And that still leaves me a breast left yet. So perhaps I won't use that second one, because I think I don't know, I wish I could get your guys' opinion right now since I've never made this. I think it's going to be enough chicken. So I'm going to get that cooked up a little bit too. I want it just to get a little bit browned while I'm waiting. You know, I like the stove, but you know what? When you've got the oven on, that fan is on in the back, and it makes that back burner kind of go, it's kind of weird. So I'm going to brown this chicken up just a little bit, and then I'll be right back for the next step. So I'm not going by a recipe, I'm just kind of just throwing it together. I put just a little bit more butter in there, and I'm going to add some broccoli. Cut that piece up just a little bit. And that one too. I did get out another bag. So I can add just a little bit more. I don't want the broccoli to cook all the way, because I'm going to make it into a oven thing, I think it will, cook that broccoli all the way through, and I don't want it to be all shriveled up and puffy either. I think this is going to be really good. Look at that. I guess, hopefully, I'm doing it somewhat right. I don't know. That's what happens when you try something, You look at recipes, but you're not quite sure. You know what I mean? If that's how you want to do it. So, you just wing it and do it yourself. That's kind of what I'm doing. And if it turns out good, that's great. If it doesn't, that's probably not so good. But anyway. chicken's getting nice and browned. When I do stuff like this, I'd rather use butter than olive oil. Not because of the cooking temp or anything like that. It just, I think butter adds a little bit of flavor to it. And since Alfredo is kind of a dairy thing anyway, I thought, you know, that'd be really, really good. So I'm going to just cook this. I'm going to let that sit, finish up the noodles, and then let's put this together. This pan is actually smaller than our old one, so I hope everything fits in there. So I'm going to put all that in with the rigatoni. And I dropped a piece of chicken out of there. We don't want to do that. All right. I hope this turns out good, because everybody tells us how good Alfredo is, and I tried it once years ago, and I hadn't tried it since. So we're going to put that whole jar on there. Let me scrape it out of there so we get it all. We're going to do it. We might as well do it up good, right? Alright. So now what I've also decided to do is put just a little bit of mozzarella cheese in there before I mix it together. Not much, just a small handful. And we're going to get that all mixed together. Hopefully. My daughter-in-law says the best Alfredo sauce is the one that you make yourself. And I was going to try it, and then I forgot to take it off my order list from Walmart. And I'm like, well, it's here, so might as well use it. Because I don't need it just sitting on my shelf. What if I don't like it? Or better, what if Tom doesn't like it? Alright. So we're going to move this off to the side. And then, oops, sorry guys. I got a 9x13 pan. And we're going to dump all that in there. Boy, that really fills up a 9x13 pan, doesn't it? I think it looks pretty, if nothing else. Now I want to put mozzarella over the top of it. My son just texted me and said he won't need me for daycare tomorrow to take the grandkids. Ugh. I hate that he has to miss hours, but I hate that I don't get my grandkids either. Alright. And then I'm going to take some Parmesan cheese and sprinkle that on top once I shake it. Alrighty. I think that looks pretty good. Smells pretty good. Now I'm going to put that in my 350 oven. And I'm going to bake it up until everything's nice and melted and maybe even golden brown. I didn't really read if it's supposed to get that way or not. So I'm going to let that get melty and see how it turns out. I'm kind of nervous but excited, so we'll see. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
How are you?
Dandy.
There's dinner. I've tried it. It's really good. We both said we didn't like Alfredo, but what do you think?
They're delicious.
So maybe we just got a bad dish of Alfredo. Maybe we just got a bad dish of Alfredo.
I don't know.
Jazz is out here again. What you doing, Jazz? He must think it's dinner time too. Alright, we're going to let this hungry man eat. You guys have a blessed night. Oh, he's trying to get Daddy's attention. Blessed night. Be a blessing. And goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
Oh, Jack, how is it?
It's very good.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
You guys have a great night.